Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is my review of The Founder. The film did get a small release in the year 2016 in December. It's getting a wider release this weekend. So in my opinion, this film is from the year 2016, and I'm going to treat it as such and not consider it as a brand new film of this year, but a film from the past, 2016. So, what is this movie about? Who's in it? Who directed it? Who starred in it? Who wrote it? The film is about, of course, the life of Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, the great franchise restaurant that happens to be on every corner. You grew up with it, especially if you lived in America. You loved it as a child, and you enjoyed it as maybe older, and now you kind of regret that you may have ever eaten it, and that you continue to eat it from time to time today. Or maybe I'm just talking about myself. Okay, so yeah, we get to know the weird history of this amazing American franchise. And we get to know Ray Kroc from the great acting of Michael Keaton. He's a wonderful actor, and one of the major reasons I wanted to see the film. Now, the film is directed by John Lee Hancock, a really, really good, solid director. He directed 2002, The Rookie, in The Blind Side, and in 2013, one of my favorite movies of all time, Saving Mr. Banks. And the film was written by Robert Siegel, who gave us wrote The Wrestler, and also a great director in his own right. If you haven't seen The Big Fan, I think it's called Big Fan, check it out. It's really worth seeing. Now, Michael Keaton is not the only person in this film, of course. We also have Nick Offerman and John Carroll Lynch as the McDonald brothers. We have Linda Cardellini, BJ Novak, Laura Dern, oh my gosh, it doesn't stop here, and Patrick Wilson, amongst other actors in the movie, and actresses, of course. So very excited to see this film now that I've witnessed it. Not really, I mean, of course I know who McDonald's is, I know who Ray Kroc was, but I didn't know all the little details since this is based on a true story. And even when it says that, a movie says that, you gotta take that the filmmakers took probably a little bit of licensing to tell this license, their own free licensing, whatever, I can't talk. Their own free will to maybe twist the story around just a little bit. So I don't know exactly how true this all is that I've just witnessed, but I'm betting that they did a pretty good job to try and tell the closest possible story of the history of McDonald's. And now that I've seen it, what did I think about it? It's a good movie. I thought it was a good, solid film with an amazing performance from Michael Keaton. Does he deserve award consideration? Sure. Will he get it? I very much doubt it. I think it's going to be forgotten mainly because the movie feels like a standard biopic. But what I enjoyed so much about this film, not only Michael Keaton's performance, but what I enjoyed about this movie so much is I really liked how likable Ray Kroc is in the beginning and somewhat middle of the movie, but then some of his actions, he starts to turn, and you're like, wow, this guy I quite admired. I believe in the American dream. I believe in capitalism. I believe in trying to run a successful business. I don't know how I believe that you have to be so ruthless and sometimes mean to get what you want. But I understand that, especially if you want to be successful in the business world. So it was really interesting. That was the most fascinating thing about this whole film, is as you're following this really likable, and Michael Keaton is really likable, and very interesting how he goes about things as playing this true life character. But then you see him kind of treat people in a certain way, and you're like, I don't know if I like you as much anymore. I mean, I believe that you must follow some guidelines if you want to be successful, if you want to take over the world, and of course it showed. You know, McDonald's, of course, are everywhere, and we can thank Ray Kroc for that. And of course, the people that he associated with and his success, and the movie, of course, McDonald's will never die. It'll continue on, whether you like the food or not, whether you go there or not. It's going to be around forever, as long as time allows. So it was very conflicting. It was extremely conflicting watching this movie, and I appreciate the good writing and good direction. I have to say, from time to time, I was kind of taken out of the picture a little bit, and then brought back in. and then taken out a little bit and brought back in with what happens to some of these characters that I kind of sympathize with, and I felt a little bad for them, just a little bit. I mean, they still made lots of money, but I don't know. It's just hard to totally fall in love with this movie and totally fall. I can't say that I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, mainly because I would watch it again because of Michael Keaton's performance. I thought it was a solid, great performance and the big selling point of this movie. And the story itself is very fascinating. And if you're like me and you didn't know all the details of the story of McDonald's, I did enjoy the movie more because of that. I think if I knew every little detail and read anything and probably read a book about it or went on the internet and maybe went on Wikipedia or some sort of information site, I wouldn't have been so surprised as I watched the movie, because I was like, wow, so where is this? Oh, what is he doing? Oh my gosh, he's really... So is Ray Kroc the true founder of McDonald's? That was like, who is the true founder? Oh, okay, that's interesting. I never really felt an emotional connection to this movie, though I did feel bad for some of the secondary characters, supporting cast in the film. But I think it's held up by a wonderful performance by Michael Keaton. He is the major reason that I think you should see this movie. I don't think you have to be a fan of McDonald's. I don't think you have to eat at McDonald's to enjoy this film, because it's an American story. It's a human story, and I'll leave it at that. I think it's a good movie. I think it's definitely worth checking out at least once. I am going to give The Founder, I'm going to give the film a solid 3 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.